missed me.
You missed me. Ooh, now look at this. This is my research there, doesn't it?
No, who's that? I have no idea.
All right. Super Mario Galaxy movie. It's time to talk spoilers. If you've not seen this movie, we're going to spoil the shit out of it. But if you have seen it, you've come to the right place. We're going to talk all things spoilers. And we got Tabmok99 and TotalMK in the house. Joe, give me that countdown.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get over here! Hi, I'm martial art master Daniel Casino. You know me as the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Smoke. You are tuning in to NerdCage Live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Don't miss an episode or you'll get caged. So let's finish him.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Hello, this is Finn McKenty, aka the Punk Rock MBA. Please, I would love it if you would do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to NerdCage Live right now.
Greetings, imagination connoisseurs. This is Robert Meyer Burnett, and I'm telling you to go get in the cage, the NerdCage Live. And you watch, you like, you subscribe. And you come back and you hear some cogent discourse about all things nerdy. NerdCage Live, do it.
Hey, this is Joe White, the voice of Chris Redfield from Resident Evil Remake from 2002, a million years ago. Hey, you know what? If you're a cool person and you like people to know that you're cool, you can like and subscribe NerdCage Live, and that will increase your street cred by a huge percentage. So I highly recommend you do that now. Just, do the thing with the buttons and stuff. Like and subscribe to NerdCage. Do it.
Hey, this is Metal Sonaz, and you are watching NerdCage. And make sure you subscribe and hit that fucking like button, motherfucker. Okay? All right. Love you.
Yes! Love it. That's awesome. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's the original Shao Kahn, Brian Glenn, and I'd like you to subscribe to NerdCage Live.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right!
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom!
Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful!
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running!
Run faster! Oh no, Joe! The galaxy's doomed because of you!
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live.
Hi, David Wise here, composer of Donkey Kong Country and many, many others. And I'm just saying, like and subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Hi, I'm Leah Montalongo, the OG Sindel. Please like, subscribe to NerdCage Live.
This is Ernie C. from Body Count. You're tuned in to NerdCage. Can you like and subscribe?
Yo, what's happened? This is Drew Stone here in New York City. You're watching NerdCage Live. Subscribe, Get involved. Get up, get out, make shit happen.
Hey, what's up, MK World? This is John Turk from Mortal Kombat, the Unmasked Sub-Zero, Shang Tsung, Scorpion, Ermac, Smoke, and all the ninjas. Hey, we're on Nerd Cave right now, so like and subscribe, and check out our site, and thanks for stopping in.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Doc Coyle, the man from Bad Wolves and God Forbid. I want to let you know right now, please subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Hi, my name is Kev Bayless, designer or redesigner of Donkey Kong, designer of Diddy Kong, Jago, Enderkurken, and Whizpig. You can't beat me! But what you want to do is subscribe to NerdCage, the YouTube channel. Just go there, subscribe, because you know it makes sense. And that's that.
Hi, I'm Chad Casa. Please subscribe to NerdCage Live so you can watch the rest of their uploads. Stay tuned for more.
Hey everybody, this is Dave Niebuhr from Dog Eat Dog, and you're watching NerdCage Live. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel. These are great guys doing what they love to do.
Hi, this is action star Cynthia Rothrock. Please subscribe to NerdCage on YouTube.
Hi, my name is Sifu Kenneth Edwards, and I'm the head instructor here at Shantung Kung Fu, located in Pasadena, California. And most of you may know me as Art Lane from the movie Mortal Kombat, who fought Goro. I would like to give a shout out to NerdCage Live. Make sure you subscribe because they're the best.
Hi, Heather Needhart here. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow NerdCage Live.
It has begun!
If what you say is true, the Shaolin could be dangerous.
Greetings, citizens. You're now trapped in a NerdCage. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're now about to witness the split of middle-aged men talking about kids' movie and geek knowledge. Hello, welcome. That's right. Once again, you are. Trollhammer stronger than a DK Banana Simon is Joe of FallenOne Gaming. What is going on, my dude?
Dude, tonight, man, Super Mario Galaxy movie with our very own Tabmok99 and TotalMK. Dude, how you doing, fellas?
Doing fantastic. Jay, Joe, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Joe, my mic's not working. Hang on. So, say hello to the chat because my mic's not working here.
Yeah, she says thanks as well.
While Jay gets his technical issues under control, I guess I'll shout out chat here because it's starting to blow up. We got us in the chat. You got Tavia Smokel in the chat, and dude, I'm sure we have a ton of lurkers. We got Tabmok's lovely wife in the chat, so don't be afraid to speak up. And if you haven't checked out some of our stuff as of late, We're gonna go through that real quick here in a minute, but fellas, what are your general thoughts going into this?
Luke, you want to go first?
Sure. Well, so I saw the first one as a Nintendo fan, and I was playing Mario last night. You know, it was a continuation of the first movie. Had that whole animation style, bright and colorful, lots of references to Nintendo. You know, something that kids are gonna love to see this movie. You know, and I wasn't expecting anything like, you know, groundbreaking storytelling. I just expected a fun adventure movie, which is basically what it is. It goes from point A to point B. That's basically it, and it doesn't stop. It's very fast, start to end. You know, if you gotta get this movie and put it up against like other movies, like that's just stupid, because it's a different style, a different type of movie. You can't put it up against like the Shawshank Redemption or anything. Go to the 3X structure. That doesn't work for this sort of movie. So that Nintendo knows what the movie has to be, and that's what the movie is. You know, so yeah, so I liked it a lot.
I will say this. I enjoyed the movie. There wasn't really a moment where I thought, okay, this scene is dragging on too long. I thought the pacing was great. I thought there was a lot of nods to other Mario games, both old and new. I thought it matched perfectly with the first movie. In fact, it even made me appreciate the first movie more, because you could tell there were elements that they thought about and planned years in advance. So stuff from the first movie, we actually got the payoff now in this movie. I thought the whole thing was amazing.
Very well said, and I agree. You can't really pit this up against anything. Even if you were to try to pit it up against the other properties that Illumination has made, these kind of stand on their own, as Nintendo tends to do with their properties. I think these are probably the best animated films that I've seen in recent memory. So I went into this expecting a lot and getting a lot out of it. So I like the transfer from the first one to this one, and dude, Easter egg hunts as they go, this one did not disappoint. Jay, you good?
I also watched the Sonic movies too.
Yeah, I think mine's working now. Just for whatever reason, I had to switch my inputs around, but it's working.
That's all right.
It was working before, like we could hear it.
Well, it's working for Zoom.
It was on the Zoom side.
It was working for Zoom, but not Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Well, yes. All right, now that I actually got my power-up mushroom.
There you go.
So my general thoughts here. I thought the movie, it was good, but I liked the first one better. That's not saying I disliked it at all. I liked the first one better. That's all. And I thought, and I'll give my reasons why when we get into it. So real quick before we get started here, let's promote whatever we got to promote. So Tabmok99, I know you have a little something you want to promote. So go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. I see you got your copy. Yeah, that's right. This is non-canon #1. This is my first printed comic book, and it's my first time since 15 years or so since I did Mortal Kombat Sprite comics. So this is a fun project. I want to give a shout out to Draxton, aka Tom Romanato. He was sort of my partner in crime on this one. So if you guys haven't seen my video on non-canon #1, you can check it out. Of course, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Tabmok99. Jay, I see you got your copy there. Joe, there is a copy out there for you. You're going to get it very soon. Luke,
nice.
There's a copy out there with your name on it.
It's in my mailbox. I couldn't pick it up. I went there on Friday. I totally forgot it was Good Friday. And I'm like, where is everyone? And then everything was closed.
That's so good.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit.
There you go.
And I couldn't get it. I had the note in there going, oh, by the way, there's a package to... Yeah, you have to go inside to get it, right? I couldn't get it.
Right, exactly. So hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, well, today. I'll go later and get it today.
Well, I'm looking forward to your feedback on it.
No, I'll check it out. I didn't know Tom was Draxton. He was messaging me.
And TotalMK, since I know you've been putting out a lot of content out there, so go ahead, the floor is yours, promote whatever you want to promote.
I've got nothing to promote really. I've I was streaming Mario last night. Probably might stream more of that tonight. So I went halfway through Super Mario World, and hopefully going to finish the second half tonight. But I don't really have anything to promote other than it's just, TotalMK on YouTube.
Well, you caught my attention with that. You're playing Super Mario World. I did a playthrough recently of that game on the Game Boy Advance port, and I got dragon coins in every single world. And I was like, excited. What's the reward for the dragon coins? You know what happens? They changed them all to peach coins. So when you play through the level, that's what goes on.
I think I've done that. I think I have done that. I have to crack it out. I remember when that came out, I had the Game Boy Micro, and I was taking that thing everywhere. I loved the Game Boy Micro. It was so small. It fit in your pocket. It was neat. I've got it somewhere. Anyway, I always had Mario Advance 4 in there, which is Mario World. And I was always playing it. And one of the changes they had on that game, in the original Mario World, you can only get 99 Marios. And on that, you can get 999 Marios. And I had it with me. And I had it. And the Nintendo rep, this is when I was working in the retro Nintendo store. The Nintendo rep came by and went, "Yeah, I've got it. I've been playing it." And I gave it to him, and he looked at it, and it was on the map screen, and it said Mario times 999. And he goes, "What the fuck, 999?"
Yeah, I think that means you spent a lot of time.
Nintendo.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time in the Forest of Illusion, didn't you?
And he goes, "Man, you need to get a life or something."
just grinding on those wigglers.
So, shout out to Dean if you're watching. I'm sure he's not.
Nice.
And before we get this spoiler thing started here, Joe, we got a couple of things to promote. So, Joe, Friday, Shenmue.
Yes, more Shenmue 2. Dude, back in the world looking for Lon D. It's been a ride already, and we've only been one day in.
And then Saturday on Twitch, Joe, Max Payne 2.
Yes, Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. Dude, nostalgia overload.
Absolutely, and we're now gaming on all platforms now. So we're on the YouTube gaming, the main YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. Yeah, we're doing all of our gaming sessions simultaneously on every platform. Speaking of, Joe, go ahead and plug in our social media.
Yeah, so if you want to get us on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, all handles are @nerd_cage. If you want to chat with us, come to our Discord. The link is in every description of every video. And if you want to check us out over on our Facebook discussion group, that is NerdCage Nation. We love everything you guys put up there. No spoilers, no politics, and for God's sakes, keep it civil. And like Jay said, we're now on Rumble @NerdCage Live. And, of course, here on YouTube and our simulcast, YouTube Live Gaming.
All right, let's get right into it, guys. So, the movie
Are you guys,
Yeah.
So, just going to say, are you guys broadcasting to, the moon base that they're going to open up soon?
I don't think they have access yet.
If they let us,
everyone else.
Hey, if
Gotta
they
get
let
that
us,
set
I
up.
will. Yeah, dude, I'd love to. Dude, I wish I could have NerdCage Live billboards. I wish I could have a NerdCage Live billboard on Times Square, New York City. I would do it all. If I had the money, I would do it all. Dude, I'm a fucking whore, okay? I will put myself out there.
Yes, me too.
Anywhere and everything, dude. I don't care. I love it. I love NerdCage being everywhere. Oh, yeah, and speaking of NerdCage everywhere, you can also get a NerdCage Live t-shirt, any size, any color, fight for a skinny booty call or a fat fuck. Big or small, we love them all. Whether if you're Luigi or Mario, don't matter. You can get yourself a NerdCage Live t-shirt. The link is in the description of this video. Every live stream and across the vast lands of our social media, which Joe already plugged in. All right, so the movie. Okay, so I want to get right into it. So the movie starts off, you know how we saw the Yoshi trailer? That's basically how the movie starts. I liked Yoshi's entrance, but there's a problem here. I'm sorry, I have to address it. And this is my first time. I've not said this publicly at all, but I gotta say it. There's a real problem we have with the Yoshi intro. Okay, I thought everything with Yoshi was cool, but here's a problem though. When they showed the Yoshi backstory, which was cute, not gonna lie, I had a problem with them playing "Hypnotized" from Biggie Smalls, and here's why. Do you guys know who wrote that song?
Who?
Sean Diddy Combs wrote that song. So it did not sit well with me seeing Sean Combs' name in the credits of the movie. Did not sit well with me. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. I get it. Yes, Yoshi was walking through Brooklyn. And that's, where Biggie Smalls was from Brooklyn. Christopher Wallace was from Brooklyn. I get the connection there. I just thought it was in bad taste for a kid's movie, let alone a Nintendo movie, let alone any movie, that credits Sean Diddy Combs in the fucking credits of the movie.
Would it help you sit better if you had some baby oil?
Yes.
Put some baby oil in my goddamn
many
arms.
bottles of it.
I only use it for my arms, nothing else.
Okay.
But still, they could have used a different song. Why were they so inclined of using "Hypnotize"?
What about "No Sleep Till Brooklyn"?
True. Well, they already used that in the first movie.
They should have used "Sabotage." Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying, it just didn't sit well with me that Sean Diddy Combs was in the credits of the movie.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Japan would only possibly say we want that taken out if he wasn't found guilty, was he, of that stuff?
Yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah, he's in prison. Oh. Yeah, he's in prison. He's in prison as we speak.
I thought he got let off or something.
No, he's in prison. They reduced his
sentence is getting repealed, but
they reduced the sentence. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
But he was still found guilty.
I remember being outraged at something.
I'm not boycotting the movie or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, it just didn't sit well with me personally.
No, I agree with you. It shouldn't be.
See, the way I feel about stuff like that is once the actual media is out there, it no longer belongs to them. It now belongs to us. That's the way I feel about it, because that happened well before any of that particular song. Plus, it's more, to me, credited to the person that actually performed it rather than the person that wrote it. So
you're right, but just remember, every time they use that song, that guy gets paid.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
True, but that's another political issue we won't go into.
No, but they use that song in the movie.
He shouldn't get paid for his properties anymore, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, they use his song. He should get royalties for it, but if he's not, then great.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Toasty.
If you have criminal charges, I think royalties should be suspended.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Shout out to Toasty in the chat. Just want to say hello. And happy early birthday, Toasty. I know your birthday's tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just think I like that whole Yoshi backstory, and again, I just poor choice of music. That's all. But
forget the music for a minute. Let's talk about Yoshi's backstory, because in the games he was always part of Dinosaur Land. Here, they implied that he was actually from Earth, and that his egg ended up somewhere else.
No. Remember, here's how it all went down. Because you just watched the first movie the other day. Remember in the first movie, the green Yoshi egg was a gift for Bowser's wedding. So then that egg got sucked into the warp pipe, and then the egg hatched in Brooklyn, similar to the Godzilla 1998, the egg hatching, at Madison Square Garden. But yeah. So yeah, remember that egg was from, who was it? Was it the Boo who brought the gift? Yeah, I know, but it was the Boo. I think it was the ghost Boo who brought the wedding egg to Bowser and Peach in the first movie, and then when all that shit went down, the egg got sucked into the warp pipe, and it wound up in Brooklyn, and then when Yoshi hatched, he roamed around Brooklyn, and then of course he caused out all that trouble in Brooklyn, and he went back into the warp pipe, and that's how Mario and Luigi found him in the sand world there from Mario Odyssey.
That makes it a lot clearer for everybody. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah.
And this is one of those movies you're going to have to watch multiple times to get everything. I mean, there's a lot in here.
Oh, yeah, there's a scene in the first movie where a bunch of Yoshis are stampeding, but it's one of those things where if you blink, you miss it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I saw that, yeah. The only thing I'm sad about, I didn't get Red Yoshi. Red Yoshi's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing, too, is when they showed Yoshi's backstory, if you blink, if you miss it, they showed Donkey Kong on the construction.
Yeah,
level.
I think that's like the only.
Yeah, I saw that. I was laughing my head off, and
I love that. That was so
next
cool.
to me. They were wondering what I was laughing at. I was pissing myself, like, cause like Donkey Kong on the beams, you know, and the construction going up. That's the first Nintendo game I played.
Yeah.
I've got it. The Game & Watch, Donkey Kong. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Game & Watch.
Yeah.
How about that scene at the end with Mr. Game & Watch? That was
Mr. Game &
amazing.
Watch is in it. Yeah.
What an Easter egg.
I've still got my original like Game & Watch Donkey Kong and Oil Panic and.
Well, you know what's cool about that is today's kids are gonna know Mr. Game & Watch through Super Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers. I
So
don't
they'll catch the reference too.
Yep.
You know, that's where Nintendo. That's where video games sort of started for me, really. Actually, I think it was those first, or maybe it was Atari first. I gotta get my timeline right. I'm getting old, but it was all around the same time.
Remember, though, Adam Sandler said Donkey Kong is the best game ever. Although I disagree. Mortal Kombat is the best game ever.
Donkey Kong sucks.
And Jay, I think this might be the movie that might soften your stance on Miss Larson there.
Yeah.
Okay. To be fair to Brie Larson, I think she's learned her lesson from.
Yeah, she has.
Yeah. So she's been keeping her. Her opinions to herself and this and that. And
Maybe she saw what happened with Rachel Ziegler and thought, hey, I better not become her.
No, it's a lot of Hollywood. They've pulled their heads in a bit. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit. Not everybody, right? But, she's really good in this movie. The voice acting's great. I mean, she's always looked good. And, I think people appreciate that now as less cringy being lectured to all the time.
And to be fair to Brie, I mean, she's publicly said how much of a Nintendo fan she is publicly,
and it shows.
Times.
It definitely shows.
I will say something. Sorry to interrupt. I will say something though. You know, when I've got this problem now, when celebrity goes, "Oh, I've been a fan my whole life." Do you know what I mean? I know 2 instances straight away off the bat. That's a lie.
Megan Fox,
Kevin Smith, He-Man. He was caught recorded saying, I've never watched He-Man, I don't know anything about He-Man. And there he is promoting the new He-Man animated series, being going, I was a He-Man fan my whole life, That was a lie. And I don't hate Kevin Smith, but it's a lie. And then there was that whole thing with, what's her name, Anita Sarkeesian, saying she's been a gamer her whole life. And then the recording comes out, I don't know anything about games, I don't care about ripping people's heads off or anything, So when people make that statement, straight away, I'm like, is it true?
Yeah, go a little.
You know what I mean?
That's a very blanket statement, That's a very easy statement to say.
But when you said that, you reminded me, Luke, like now I respect Lyndon Ashby a whole lot more because when Lyndon Ashby was asked, hey, were you a fan of Mortal Kombat before? He's like, I'm not really a gamer. I didn't know a whole lot about it, to be honest. And it's like, well, that's cool because then you research it and you study it and you say, okay, well, here's who Johnny Cage is. He's an actor and I'm an actor. So this is actually going to be a pretty natural fit for me. Like, it's cool.
That's the truth.
You don't have to be a gamer. If you're an actor, you can pull it off. Like, you don't have to be a comic fan, but if you read up on the lore and you get to understand who the character is, you can pull off the acting. It's fine. You don't have to be a fan of something all your life in order to be in it.
Yeah, I think for video game movies, that should be standard training now. Not only that you train for the movie, you have to play the game before you take the role.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, I think Paul Anderson, not in Mortal Kombat, when Paul Anderson did the Resident Evil movies, he made everybody play the games.
He did, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know.
We used to sell a t-shirt that said classically trained.
I don't know if Shingu Miyamoto was making the Mario staff play the Mario games, but I would imagine they played some Mario at some point.
Not for free anyway.
Yeah.
You know what?
I just tell you something.
In the movie, when they got like some weird power-ups, they actually just address it. They're like, okay, these power-ups are weird.
Yeah, the cloud one. If you lived in Japan or if you came from Japan, you could not have not seen Mario. Like you've at least seen it, because like when you walk down the street in Japan, like this is what I love about Japan. Like I said, it's like being in fairyland. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's just Pikachu, Pokemon, Nintendo. It's just everywhere. Anime. It's just like it's on every building, every side, every street post, every snack, every chocolate. Do you know what I mean?
You're lucky.
You don't get away from.
You've been to Japan so many times. You're so lucky. You can just swim right across the pond and get there.
I'm going again. I'm going in a month. Again, my fourth year.
Yeah, I think you said that last time you spoke.
Speaking of Mario being so recognizable, I remember in a book that came out in 1990, they said that kids recognize Mario more than they even recognize Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And going back to Brie Larson, another thing I kind of surprised. Now I'm trying not to go into politics here, but what kind of surprised me too is Brie Larson's Rosalina. She was basically the damsel in distress the whole movie. Like she was the one that got captured.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just kind of surprised because Brie Larson always took pride in playing strong female lead characters that don't take shit from men or don't take shit from nobody. And here she is playing a pretty little princess that gets captured by a little dinosaur.
I'm gonna hit back on that a bit.
All right, go ahead.
Jay knows the Nintendo lore more than I do. Rosalina, when it comes to the games, is she considered the strongest princess?
That's so. I don't know.
Because
in the movie they specifically said she was the strongest princess in the galaxy. I'm like, is that right? Because I've got Galaxy,
Did they
but I
borrow
haven't played
that because they know she's played Captain Marvel, who's supposed to be the one of the strongest Avengers.
Well, I didn't make that connection outside of the movie, but I did feel like there was a bit of I'm going to say a slight girl boss thing going on with Peach and Rosalina. They're the strongest. They have the power and all that, right?
Yeah.
So, but I will say they put that in the movie most likely for the girls who are watching the movie. They don't want the girls to be just sidelined. And Peach has always been a go-getter in the games. I've played like Super Princess Peach and all them. Do you know what I mean? So Prince has always been outgoing. She does the tennis. She does the kart. She does the Mario Kart. She does, she's always a go-getter, right?
Yeah,
but I don't know a lot about Rosalina.
Too.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know a lot about Rosalina though. So you guys are gonna have to fill me in on Rosalina.
So okay, so me and Joe literally just replayed Mario Galaxy on Twitch a couple weeks ago, and they pretty much got what we saw. The lore of Rosalina is pretty much copy and paste in the movie. She's the princess of the stars. She's the surrogate mother of the Lumas, and this and that. What the big retcon was, and might as well get into it now, is the big retcon here, and the thing that has fans divided and this and that, but I don't really consider it canon, is in this movie they're sisters. That was never a thing. Now I did some research. Shigeru Miyamoto considered making them sisters because they look alike, but he never
they look the same.
They never went forward with that. So the movies they did. And where I got, I think TotalMK, you and I were talking about it privately, is that they're trying to copy Frozen, the Disney movie. The magical sister element. They stole that from Frozen, and
the
that's
girl power.
the magical girl power.
I will say this though,
thing.
in the movie, I thought it worked. In fact, if you go back and watch the first movie, now you see how they were kind of setting it up, and you had no way of knowing it at the time. But Peach was saying there's so many galaxies out there, and she was like, I don't know where I'm from originally, and it turns out she literally was a princess, but she didn't know that. She just ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and the Toads happened to just make her their princess. Quite a coincidence.
And that was really the first time in Mario history that we got Peach's backstory like that. We never knew. Yeah, we never knew anything. The movies.
Well,
kind of
in the Valiant comics, they showed Peach's father, and he was the king of the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think in the 1993 movie, there was a king of the Mushroom Kingdom, but of course that's different continuity, nothing like the games.
And I think
so whenever I'd play
for the movie,
sorry, go
just
ahead.
because of the fact that, you know, for the game, it doesn't really add much to it that they be sisters, unless you focused a game directly on that. But for the movie, it deepens the connection a little bit more with all of the characters, knowing that she's part of the galaxy, not just the regular baseline universe.
I think they did it for the girl power push. I do, but it's for the reason you said, Jay, because girls like Frozen, they like a female lead character, and you can tell in this movie, even though Rosalina sort of gets sidelined after the beginning for a bit of it, right? But you can tell she maintained that girl power thing with Peach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I think they just wanted to do that for the girls to watch the movie. So it didn't bother me, really.
Yeah, it didn't bother me
I
either.
saw a bit of it there, but I think that's why they made them sisters, right? Because they have the connection and they got the superpower. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, fine. It's a kids' movie. You know what I mean? It wasn't overtly cringy.
I'm not gonna lie. For a brief moment in that first flashback, I thought it was gonna be her mother. For a moment when she first.
I
got
saw
that.
people floating that theory
I'm
out
glad
there
they didn't
too.
go that route.
Yeah, no, this worked out way better. Look, they look so much alike, Rosalina and Peach. I think it was just natural, and the story came together so good because of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny too? We always talk about did they add this in the movie or was that in the games? They've come out and said that Mario and Peach are just friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna undo that.
But in this movie, they're holding hands, each other, and giving them the look.
Nope.
Do you know
That
what
made
I
me
mean?
happy.
I'm like, they're not friends. There's no way. There's no way.
And the other thing, kind of jumping back a little bit to Rosalina being an older sister and everything, it kind of deepens the dynamic between Mario and Luigi, because it's Mario's always the one out friggin' saving Peach and everything. But now that Rosalina's in the picture, it's Luigi's what am I, chopped liver? So he actually has somebody now that he could potentially...
Hang on.
Don't ship Luigi with Rosalina because
No,
I don't want to
Daisy.
jump ahead.
Daisy.
I don't want to jump ahead to the post-credit scene.
Oh, I know. But Luigi is a player.
On the same page.
Luigi is a player.
No, I have a
That's just
mansion.
my opinion, but I think Luigi can get more than one.
I just got.
Luigi
Listen,
has Riz, dude.
I'm just happy that they didn't do the friend zone thing. That they're implying that they're going, that Mario's trying to, I'm just glad that she didn't friend zone, because that friend zone shit pissed me off, because for years as a Mario fan, I was like, come on, let them be a couple. Come on, that's what we want.
Mario World ends by you get a kiss from Peach and a love heart.
Yeah.
You can't say they're not friends. You can't say that. I'm skipping to the end of my own playthrough here, but that's what happens at the end. The fireworks go dude, and it makes a love heart.
Yep.
See, I kind of now thinking about it, I kind of want a PG-13 version of this, where they go into Princess Peach's room, and he starts to go into her things, and she goes, "No, don't look at that," and it's a
Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hang on, I think I just lost the Zoom call. What?
Hey, Joe, you just made me the host, and I don't know what to do as host.
No, Jay's back.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Hold on, that was crazy.
We were joking about it. We were like, we just got canceled for mentioning dildos.
That's what I thought. I was like, well, did YouTube shut us down for making a... So
No,
anyway...
I don't think they're that quick.
Taken down by Iranian hackers.
Oh, there you go.
Anyway, okay, we're still live. But anyway, what I was saying is for the audiences is that there's a funny reference in Mario RPG where you go through Peach's closet and it says Mario found Peach's
Yeah.
and then she's like, hey, Peach comes out and says, Mario, what are you going through my private stuff for? Yada 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 yada. Again, I'm shocked that that was a thing even in the 90s.
And they do that in the Switch version.
They don't care. Japan does not care about that stuff.
Yeah, but Jay, they do that
I laugh
in
at
the
it.
remake on Switch.
Yeah, they heavily censored Paper Mario when it came out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was really bummed. I bought it in Japan trying to get around their censorship. Didn't work.
Yeah, alright, so...
Unfortunately.
Alright, so we've covered Rosalina, we covered the Magical Sister thing,
We are on YouTube right now, right?
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Yeah, everything came back.
We didn't lose the YouTube feed, we just lost the Zoom call, that's all it was.
It dipped out for a sec, but it's back now, it's okay now.
Okay.
Good deal.
Alright, cool.
Yep. I've got it up.
All right, let's talk about the scene where we kind of passed it. The opening scene, they're riding their bikes, right? They're doing their stunts. Luigi doesn't seem as scared as he used to be until they get down into the cave and start looking at things. But they meet these villagers, all speaking Espanol.
That was from Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey. That makes sense.
Yeah, there was a lot of Mario Odyssey references in this movie. Obviously, the Sand People, the T-Rex. The giant walking stone face was there.
The upside down pyramids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They heavily took Mario Odyssey in this movie.
I loved the dinosaur scene, and I loved how Peach just flat out said, "Why do we keep picking up dinosaurs for some reason?"
Yeah.
Dinosaur Land. So I've got something I want to talk about. Bugged me a bit. When they first meet Yoshi, he just comes out and goes, Yoshi! Right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to see him hatch from the egg the first time. And they show it later.
Yeah.
They show it after. They're like, him hatching from the... I'm like, no, they're supposed to find the egg first. And you're supposed to be like, it's supposed to be that big reveal moment where he comes down and goes, Yoshi. It's sort of like when you get that new toy, right? The Yoshi that hatches. That's what it does. It comes out and goes, Yoshi, and it looks at you, right? I thought it was going to do that in the movie. I was a little bit bummed. I thought that was out of order, you know?
Yeah, that didn't bother me too much. But I don't.
It just bugged me. I'm just like, why would you do that? Like, is this?
Yeah, but it was cool, Luke. How they asked him who he is, and he's like, Yoshi, and they say, okay, you're Yoshi then.
No, but he's supposed to come out of the egg and say Yoshi.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So she's like his first word.
I do like that they kept it as just, one word, like the whole I am Groot type thing.
Like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like a Pokemon.
Honestly, I kind of felt like... I know I'm making another Resident Evil comparison, but you know how like the marketing of this movie was heavily based on Yoshi? I kind of feel like Yoshi really wasn't prominent in this movie. Now, to parallel that, Joe, Resident Evil Village, and Lady D, where like Lady D was like everywhere in the marketing and the
she was super marketed, but very underutilized.
She really wasn't in the game that much.
No,
so
she was like
I kind of felt like the same. I kind of felt like the same for this movie here, where Yoshi was like all over the marketing. He's in every trailer. He's in all the toys and the merchandise, but he really wasn't in the movie that much. He really wasn't that prominent.
What marketing are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I also want to know how that conversation went when they pitched the script to Donald Glover, and they went, "Hey, you're only going to have one line, but you're going to say it over and over again."
Donald Glover campaigned. No, Donald Glover campaigned for the role.
Yeah, I know. It was just spitballing on the script there.
Yeah.
Well, Donald Glover is the real one. He actually knows all the Mario sound effects and music because they interviewed him. They grilled him. They're like, hey, can you spot this? Can you spot this? Can you spot this? And he was nailing it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to take that test. I reckon I'd ace that test.
Yeah, you would. Most of us adult gamers, I think.
It's, a Commodore 64 guy did a track recently. It was, I think was it Matt Furness? Matt Furness did a track. And it had a whole bunch of Commodore 64 stuff in it. And I'm like, well, that's from that game, and that's from that game, and that's from that game. And he replied in the comment, he went, damn, you know your stuff. Speaking of music, I do want to say this. I think the music for this movie was phenomenal. So it was actually... Koji Kondo actually was like referenced in the credits several times. They didn't just get someone to score the movie and that was it. They actually got the original guy who did the original Mario music to work with the composer, so they made this like great cinematic score. And every time it went into the Hammer Brothers scene, the music would then like seamlessly like come in and do the dun 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 dun.
With the great medley everywhere.
You know, and then it would just go back to the movie, and it was seamlessly done.
How about the part?
It wasn't jarring.
When they went to the cave? How about when they went to the cave and you hear dun 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 dun?
Yeah,
that was
Yeah,
I think the
it was
music in both
seamlessly
movies
done.
were really good. Both movies, the music was brilliant, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that like I wish they do in the Sonic movies, because I love the Sonic movies. I think they're excellent, right? I always go see them at the cinema, but they've only barely done it. I think there was like 1 or 2 times where they did something with the music, but they should be doing more with it. They got like the chemical plant music and the oil ocean music. They should be like doing that stuff more, but they don't do it as much as the Sonic movies.
When it comes to the movies, I think the Mario movies are definitely better at sticking to the source material, and Sonic just kind of made up a lot of new crap that never had anything to do with the games. I like how Nintendo is sticking with it.
It has to though, because Nintendo's always been good, right? Nintendo's always been good, right? And I'll say this as a Sonic fan: Sonic's up and down. There's like some games that are just terrible. Do you know what I mean? I like I love the idea. I love Sonic. I love 1, 2, 3, Knuckles, Sonic Rush. You know, Sonic Generations, whatever. You know, there's great Sonic games, but yeah, you can't stick to all of the source material because some of it's bad. You know, unfortunately.
And as far as the Sonic scoring goes and everything, as far as the 2D music goes, it's kind of hard to be able to get past contractual stuff, because a lot of that music is sampled from other music that you have to get the royalties from.
Oh, that's just Sonic 3. That's Sonic 3.
I'm not just talking about the Michael Jackson stuff. I mean, you have that Chemical Plant song is sampled from another song. I can't remember what it's called, but you have to look it up. It's only a portion, and it's sped up to make it sound like it's not, but it is sampled from another song.
Well, a lot of the Mario songs, especially from the first ones, are the same thing.
Yeah. I think more grabbing rights than Paramount is, though. I think for some reason Nintendo has a hand in being able to shell the money out to get rights, whereas Paramount tries to pinch pennies.
All right, I want to get back to the movie. I want to get back to the part of the movie. What do you guys think about Bowser actually reforming?
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up, because I was gonna bring that up. So I have to bring, and I know all 3 of you guys, and I know the chat's gonna come at me. I hated what they did to Bowser. Okay. See, my problem with Bowser is, I love that Bowser in the first movie, and I love villains being villains. I hated that Bowser was a pussy like Kylo Ren. You know Kylo Ren from Star Wars, where he's like, I don't know if I want to be in the dark side. I don't want to be in the dark side. I don't know if I should be in the dark side. Yeah. Fuck that shit. They did the same thing to fucking Bowser. Like, I don't know if I want to kill Mario. I kind of like Mario now. And like, I hated that. Let Bowser be fucking Bowser, man. Like, what the fuck? Bowser Jr. was I hated that they did Bowser.
They neutered him halfway through, actually, because at the start it was really funny when he was little and he's in the little castle, and then he'd be like, "I'm gonna kill you, Mario! I'm gonna rip the flesh from your bones!" And then he was like, "Oh, sorry, that's the old me talking." And I'd laugh. I'm like, "No, that's the real him talking." But then when he became big, they did exactly what you said. They neutered him. And then he's like, "Well, no, they're all right now." I'm like, "Wait, what? No!" Like that erases everything from the start, right? That ruins
and then
that.
they teased us a little bit even further in, and he talks to his son. He's like, "Yeah, I'm a badass. Fuck them." And then he went right back into it. After that, I was like, "You had a chance to fix that."
My opinion is why if they're gonna do that to Bowser, then why have Bowser in the movie at all? Or they should just kept Bowser in the case the whole time. Like, I would have been perfectly fine if Bowser Jr. was the primary villain, because at least Bowser Jr.
worked.
Yeah, because he was a villain, and he embraced it.
Yeah, because he stayed the same the whole time. So the problem with Bowser is that you have him captured at the start, and then he's different, right? And then he has to change back. And it's like, which way is he going to go? Do you know what I mean? But they flipped it the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? I will say this. You know, when that whole battle scene happened on the bridge and Mario had the axe, I knew immediately what was going to happen. Immediately. You guys knew, right? Immediately what was going to happen. Right? I knew that. This is spoilers, right? So this is all good.
That was so good.
So yeah. So that was great. And then he comes back as like dry bones.
And they hinted at that. They showed other Koopas falling into lava, becoming dry bones, and then continuing on with their business. So they set it up to let you know that could happen with Bowser too.
Yeah. I'll give that movie props. That scene actually, right when Bowser dies, it does stop for a bit. The movie there, and it's kind of sad, like because Bowser Jr.'s like my dad.
And then Mario was sad too.
Mario's like, oh shit. Maybe I went too far. Whoops.
Credit to Benny Safdie. He was great as Bowser Jr. I actually had the pleasure of interviewing Benny Safdie in New York City a few months ago, before it was announced that he was Bowser Jr. It was so funny. I didn't know who he was, but the thing was, I went down for a Joe Blow project. I went down to a Smashing Machine, the Rock movie, the Smashing Machine. I went down for an event in New York City, and I was supposed to interview Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but him and Emily Blunt left the building. But Benny Safdie was there, so I caught him. The interview never aired on Joe Blow because there was too much crowd noise, so we never aired the interview. But I still have the interview, and he was fucking awesome. Me and Benny Safdie were talking about boxing and stuff. It was a great interview, but I did not know. He didn't tell me. It was like a week or two later is when we got the announcement that he was Bowser Jr. So I wish I would have known, but it was but
that's why I didn't tell you, because then you would ask me questions about it.
But I'll say this though, when Jack Black dropped that video, or Nintendo dropped that video with Jack Black when he announced who Bowser Jr. was, and it was Benny Safdie, I'm like, oh my god, I just interviewed him. I just want to say he's a real cool dude, and he did an excellent job. Definitely owned the role, and I hope that we get more of Bowser Jr. because he was great. He was a great villain.
I will say this though, it did introduce one little bit of a complexity into the movie that they never addressed, because in the first movie, Bowser's talking about how much he loves Peach, and he's singing peaches, 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 peaches. He's got a kid from a previous relationship. No mention of who the mother is, or what happened, or why he's not with her.
We still don't know. We still, to this day, we don't know, because I think was it Mario Galaxy 2 or was it another Mario game? There was a scene in one of the Mario games where Bowser Jr. Asked Bowser, like, well, who's my mother? Because he lied to him. In one of the games, he lied to him and said it was Peach, but then he said, no, your mother's not Peach. So yeah, to this day,
like
we don't
children?
know. No, those are his nephews. Those are nieces and nephews.
Oh, the Koopalings.
Yeah, the Koopalings are his. Yeah. Those are his nieces and nephews. Bowser Jr. is his son.
Since when? Because when I was a kid, those Koopalings always called him King Dad.
Yeah, but in the games made it their nieces and nephews.
Which game did that start with?
3.
Mario 3.
I always thought they were.
But in the cartoon, they called him Dad.
Yeah.
The cartoon's not canon.
That's why I'm confused. See, I knew I'd heard it somewhere, and this is the thing. I get confused by things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
This is
no.
opportunity
Tabmok is
for
right. It was in the cartoon that they called him Dad, but in the games they're Lemmy, Wendy, Morton,
Roy, Iggy, Morton.
They're his nieces and nephews. But Bowser Jr.
Ludwig von
is his
Ludwig
von Koopa.
And I think this is a golden opportunity for Nintendo too, because how awesome would it be if, like, they made a female, like, version of the Koopa, like Bowser, but just as fucking crazy. And he goes, "You think my dad's an asshole? You gotta meet my mom."
Predator.
Yeah, I was trying not to go to the Predator route, but yeah.
There's a Wendy Koopa, one of the nieces.
Okay. So I'm sure you guys know the answer to this, but I'm going off topic. But the names of the Koopalings, you know where they got all those names from, right?
Yes.
Musicians.
Well,
yes. Musicians. Yes.
Yeah.
And
the whole game's music. Don't you know that? Mario 3. Music blocks.
Okay, in Super Mario World, the Reznor, the four
it's
rhinos.
Named after Trent Reznor.
Yes. Yep.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nintendo. I was talking about this on my stream.
Those residents
they
are
like-
triceratops, and they will scratch you with their 9-inch nails.
Yeah.
I was just talking about this on my stream last night, but Japan, they like to theme things in their games. So they'll have like characters that are all colors, or they'll have a game that's all just, like German names. I have this game, this war game, where it's all the names and the cities and the robot name. It's all in German. You know what I mean? They pick something, and they like to have a theme throughout their game. Mario 3 had the theme of music. That was one of the core underlining themes.
Oh yeah, they had musical note blocks.
Yeah, I was just pointing at that on the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think we can't continue this conversation without talking about the most pinnacle character in the entire movie.
Rosalie.
Jay, I'll let you have it.
Okay, all I'm gonna say was yes, I did get excited that Star Fox was in the movie, but goddamn, I wish Nintendo's kept that secret just a week longer, because that first appearance by Star Fox would have hit so much different if we did not know. They should have waited.
That's Hollywood for you.
They should have waited a week. They should have made that. They should have dropped that poster and that announcement after the movie, because you know why? Because they would have brought in more people the second week of the movie, like who didn't see the movie. Like, that was a big mistake. I'm just saying that
Hollywood
first Star Fox would have hit.
Hollywood always does that.
A surprise.
I think
They always ruin trailers by like putting stuff in the trailers before. Sorry, they ruin movies by putting stuff in the trailers. I always use the Terminator 2 example. You weren't supposed to know that Arnie was the good guy. The whole start of the film, he's doing all the things like Terminator 1 would do. He goes in there and steals. You're supposed to think he's bad until he says, "Get down." That was supposed to be the big reveal. Oh my God, he's the good guy. But the trailer ruined it. They literally put the trailer out going, "This time there are 2 Terminators, and this time he is a protector." They just ruined the whole thing. The whole thing. You know what I mean?
I wonder if they actually let that loose intentionally, or if they did that because they were getting leak threats and they were trying to capitalize before it got leaked.
All right, what do you think about the rumors? What do you think about the rumors that the Star Fox appearance is a sign that they're building up to a Super Smash Brothers universe?
I certainly fucking hope so. I know Miyamoto said he doesn't like that idea, but I certainly fucking hope so.
I will say this. I think it's time. This is my opinion, because there were so many characters in this fucking movie that I don't think everybody got enough time to shine as much as I wanted to. It's getting to the point now that they got to start spinning off. So they need to do like Luigi's Mansion, Donkey Kong Country. Peach should get her own movie because she doesn't need help apparently. Star Fox movie. Like, it's time to branch out and just let them do their separate movies now, because it's just getting too much in one movie. But yo, let me just say something, man. Glenn Powell owned it.
Yeah, he did.
He was perfect. He was perfect. Glenn Powell is a fucking superstar, man. He's about to hit like Tom Cruise level. Like, he's on the ascension right now, and I promise you, when we get that inevitable Star Fox movie comes out, because Glenn Powell pitched a Star Fox movie to Nintendo, I promise you, man, Glenn Powell is going to be untouchable in Hollywood when he makes that Star Fox movie.
Yeah, and I guess you could address Tavia's question there. Do you think we're getting a new Star Fox game?
Yes, it's been leaked.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
And here's what I like about the Star Fox scene. It actually brings the total number of frogs in the movie to 3. So the first one, obviously, I'm going to show you here on stream. Check this out.
Damn frogs.
I'm going to full screen you.
Oh, there we go.
Frog Mario?
Yes.
Frog Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Frog Luigi, so my bad.
You just got Luigi.
Well, he wears the green. So it's hard to tell even when you're Mario. So.
That's true. And then, of course, we got in the Star Fox scene, like you just mentioned, they showed the Toad, Blippi, it was one of his comrades. And then my favorite frog character in the entire movie, Wart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About that scene with King Wart, huh?
I love it. Honestly, that was my favorite. Other than the Star Fox reveal, that was my favorite scene, and here's why. Now, listen, I'm not the biggest Mario 2 fan. I like Mario 2. I'm just not the biggest Mario 2 fan like you are, Tabmok. But how cool was it to see Princess Peach, because she's playable in Mario 2, fight all the Mario 2 characters, the little ninjas, Birdo, Mauser, and Wart. That was such a great scene. That was such a nice throwback to Mario 2.
That was a lot of freaking ninjas, and those ninjas did a lot more in this movie than they did ever in the game.
Oh, and the Shy Guys. That's right. The Shy Guys were in the lounge. Yeah, in the casino lounge.
Yeah, I love the lounge.
But all the Mario 2 characters were in that scene. The Shy Guys.
No, a lot of Mario games. A lot of Mario games have had casinos, but Mario 2 was the first one out of all the Mario games to really have them. If you get coins, sometime at the end of the level, you get that bonus game for extra lives.
I want to jump in here. All right. Yeah. Me, Mario 2, not a Mario game at all. Like at all. I don't own it. Unless it's in a Mario collection, I do not own the NES version of Mario 2. I can't stand it. It's Doki Doki Panic. It's rebranded. I hate that. When you look at Mario 1 and Mario 3, they're totally different games. That game, well, it has some great characters that they just put in. I just don't, there's no backing behind it for me because I know it's just a swap, right?
I don't know, man. They got the star, man.
Well, I was going to ask you about the casino stuff because I'm like, hang on. I always thought Sonic owned the casino shit. Do you know what I mean? Because we had that in Sonic 2, right? Mario 2 does not count.
Super Mario 3D World has a casino level. That's where they got it from.
3D World.
Well, wait a minute. So does Super Mario RPG.
So Sonic did do it first.
So Super Mario RPG has one. Super Mario 3 has one when you go to the Toad's house. But I'd say Super Mario 2 had it first with the bonus level that we discussed.
Yeah,
I think
but
Super Mario 2
what I'm saying is a full-blown casino world that's platforming.
Yeah.
Super Mario 3D World had the casino level.
What I'm asking though, who did it first? Did Sega do it first with Sonic 2?
Yes.
In 1991?
Yes. I would argue that Sega did it first.
No, Mario 2 did it first.
I'd say Sonic 2 did it better. I don't know if Sonic 2 did it better. I know Sonic 2 did it better.
Sonic 2.
I think they did it first.
The own song is fire. You gotta love it.
Yeah, and as far as Mario 2 goes, my favorite thing with Mario 2 is the music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No. I sat there and I knew all those characters, and I'm like, I don't like this scene. I really hated it.
I thought it was a great scene.
No, because in my book, that is not a Mario game, like at all, at all.
I get it.
I know. I just know that it's Doki Doki Panic.
But Birdo and Ninjas have all, and Bob-ombs and Shy Guys have all become Mario staples.
Yeah,
they're all added.
Yes. But technically, Mario 2 was just a dream. It never actually happened in Mario canon.
Yeah, maybe it's a dream because.
Hang on, what do you mean it's a dream? I never beat it. Is that what happened?
Maybe, the show's right. Mario 2 was a dream because Mario just got done playing Doki Doki Panic and he dreamed.
Yeah.
Hang on, are you making this shit up or is that the ending of the game? I've never beaten it.
No, it's the ending of the game. It was a dream.
Okay, see, I don't know that. I played through level 1. I'm like, what am I throwing turnips? What is this?
Mario 2 is awesome, and you should totally play it, and beat it. I've done it tons of times.
No, that's never gonna happen.
You're missing out. I love it.
I hate that game. I hate it. It's an insult to the franchise in my eyes.
To be fair to both of you guys, Mario 2 is an acquired taste. To be fair to both of you guys, whether you love it or hate it, it is an acquired taste because yes, it is different from Mario 1 and Mario 3.
But you know what?
I'm going to be unfair to all of you. Basically, Mario 2 is the Lost Levels. That's the real Mario 2.
That's
right.
funny.
You are right.
When I was a kid and we watched the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, they had so many Super Mario 2 references that tied into it and made you get hyped.
They get you to buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
that doesn't legitimize it.
My favorite Easter egg. The Easter egg where you see the Nintendo 64 logo, that was one of those moments where I actually had to point at the screen. Oh, look at that!
Me too. And what's the thing about all the sprite art everywhere? They had 8-bit pixelated sprite art throughout the entire film.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to my fellow Mexican Luis Guzman was a great King War.
Luis Guzman, yeah, he's great.
Okay, but I will say this. I was a little disappointed, which is in the fact that I thought they were going to build Wart up even beyond that scene. He ended this with like, "Oh, get me Bowser Jr." And then that was it. No phone call between Wart and Bowser Jr. He's like, well, what became of him? He just seemed like to have nothing to do after that.
But Tabmok99, to be fair, it's crazy that we got Wart at all. That we got all those Mario 2 references.
I wanted more.
It's mind-blowing we got that, okay? It's mind-blowing that all those Mario 2 people showed up. It's mind-blowing. Trust me.
I didn't see it coming.
Well,
Listen,
I was just going to say that the Piñata guy from Paper Mario is walking around in that plaza in the background.
Oh, okay, I missed
They're
it.
the guys with the trees on their heads, little palm trees on their head. If you Google Piantas, Piatas, I think that's how you say it. They're from Paper Mario, and they're like characters in Paper Mario. There's like Barfield ones.
You know what else? We had a lot of tourists from Isle Delfino from Super Mario Sunshine were here.
Jay hates that game.
I hate. So yeah, the way TotalMK feels about Mario 2, that's how I feel about Mario Sunshine. I fucking hate Mario Sunshine. I hate Mario Sunshine.
I've tried to play that.
Sunshine.
But back to what Tabmok was saying about the sprite art and everything. How about that scene where they're going through the castle and everything, and they keep switching back and forth between the sprite art, and you can see them playing the actual game? I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. That was great when they were playing the game.
I saw an NES controller in the movie. That was dope.
Joe, did you guys catch the gun that Bowser Jr. used to turn them into babies?
Yes,
the
Super
Nintendo Super Scope. Yes.
I've got both guns. Yeah, I've got the Super Scope and the Menacer. So yes, I caught that.
And I'm so glad that when they turned them into babies, they were giggling and not crying.
I was waiting for the cry.
I was like, oh my god, am I gonna have to plug my
ears? Dude, it was so amazing to see that babality performed on them.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tabmok. What are you talking about? What's that?
I'm glad. Breezy1, thanks for subscribing. But I just want to say also, I appreciate the fact that when they were turning into babies, it was Yoshi that was kind of like looking after them, because it goes back to Yoshi's Island. That was kind of nice throwback. That Yoshi was.
Yeah. No, they know how to do the. Nintendo really loves nostalgia and tradition. Like that goes through the whole country, and that's why all their games always come back and always get remastered and always have great collections. Japan loves to do that stuff, so when they do it in the film, it's the same level of quality. Like, the references are always on point. They're not like silly. The only thing I'll say is, the Nintendo logo at the very start of the movie.
Yes.
You know how
love it.
I sat there and I'm like, where are the fireworks? I was waiting for the
Dude, I love.
I'm like, why is that missing?
Only if the timer ends in a 1, 3, or 6 do we get those. So maybe in part 3.
Well, guys,
1, 3, or 6.
In the version you guys watch, did you guys see like the minions, the illumination with the minions were using the
Yes, I did. Yeah.
And then the other thing that got me too was when they showcased the 40th anniversary, they had to go from 39 and then they had a 1-up to bring it to 40.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, how about that opening scene with Rosalina reading all the stories to the Shines? Remember the Shines?
Aren't they Shines? Oh, they're called Shines, the little ones.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what are
I know
they?
the other ones.
Shines or Lumas?
Lumas, aren't they?
Lumas.
Yeah, Lumas, you're right.
Yeah. They're light colored lights. In America, you've got like some popcorn bucket Luma, right, that lights up.
Yeah, we have the Luma buckets too. Yeah.
We don't have them. We've got some blind box keyring. I think the thing you just held up, Tabmok, we got that.
Oh, dude, I am so tired of everything being a freaking blind box. I got these from McDonald's. Every single one was a freaking frog Luigi. Why?
Well, I'll tell you why right now. It's Japan. That's what Japan does with everything. Everything is a blind box in Japan. So, like, my friend just went to the she's in Japan now. She just came back, and she went to the Pokemon Fossil Museum. And my favorite Pokemon, if you don't know, is Omanyte, which is a fossil Pokemon right there. I've got 2 Omanytes on my phone, and they had at the Fossil Museum an Omanyte thing, and I'm like, well, if it's Omanyte, you got to get it, because it's also really hard to get Omanyte stuff because it's like not a popular Pokemon. And of course, it's a blind box, you know. But in Japan, you can buy a box that has one of all of them in it. I'm like, just get the box. Just get the box. You know what I mean? I'm just like, whatever. But I've got, like, up there, I've got, there's a shelf up there. I've got, like, all the blind boxes of different Pokemons. The 10th anniversary Pokemon Battle on Desk, the Little Knight, the Oval Kick. Yeah, I've got random Pokemons and stuff that I always get from the Pokemon Center.
Oh, yeah. Jay, I also got you the Bowser Cup from the movie theater. They were almost out. I got, like, the last one, so I'm going to be sending that to you soon.
My cup's a bit
I very
different.
much appreciate that. Yeah, that's pretty cool too. I like that.
This drink was so sick.
Oh, guys, going back to the Star Fox thing, man. How about that anime intro? Like they showed that brief backstory. It was so cool. And then the dual barrel roll. Oh yeah,
that was probably one of my favorite parts. Is when he's driving the freaking whole freaking galaxy there, and he's like, they do a barrel roll. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great.
You remember back in the day, you could go on Google and type "do a barrel roll."
Do a barrel roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see that all the time. I think that was hilarious.
So basically, Star Fox was basically the replacement of Donkey Kong. So what I'm gathering now, this is just my impression. Assuming we know Mario 3 is inevitable. And by the way, they should call it the Super Mario Brothers 3 movie, because Mario Brothers 3 is still the top selling Mario game of all time, second most Mario selling game of all time. Anyway, here's my impression. So the first movie had Donkey Kong, the second movie had Star Fox. So what other Nintendo character do you think they're gonna bring in for the third movie? Like, will be? Well, no, I'm saying like a non.
Well, this is a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue.
Mario character.
Oh, non-Mario character.
Like Kirby or.
Oh, non.
Yeah. Another Nintendo branded character.
Really good one.
It'll be Link. It's got to be Link.
Think it's gonna be? They're gonna find a way to bring Link in. All right.
They gotta get to Zelda soon, because people are gonna get impatient and be like.
In this movie, there were two missed opportunities for outer space themed characters that would have fit perfectly with Super Mario Galaxy. One of them being Tatanga, come on, the boss from Super Mario Land, perfect here. And the other one would have been Samus Aran from Metroid, another outer space themed Nintendo character that would really be on theme here for this movie.
Yeah, but Tatanga, remember Mario Land wasn't developed by the same people? But they
got Daisy out of there.
They did. But she's been featured in everything, right? Tatanga's been featured in nothing.
So it's his time. I love the fact that Ward's got his time to shine. Tatanga needs his time to shine. That's my prediction, Jay. Next movie was good.
Okay, so you brought up Samus. So I want to know, people, because I've had this conversation with all you guys, and I want to know if the chat spotted it. So Samus was referenced in the movie. Blink if you miss it. Obviously, there's so many Easter eggs in this film, but there's one Easter egg that caught my eye. And so the scene where they had the flashback of Bowser doing the puppet show for Bowser Jr., that flashback there. When they were doing the puppets all over the place, on the wall was a crayon drawing of Samus Aran in the style of Metroid 1. Blink if you will miss it, but I want to know if anybody else in the chat saw it. I know you guys didn't see it. I saw it. Did anybody in the chat see the Samus crayon drawing during the puppet scene in the Mario Galaxy movie? Because I fucking saw it, and I was trying my best.
It wasn't Zero Suit Samus, was it?
No, it was original.
No. It was the original sprite from. It was the original sprite from Metroid 1 on regular Nintendo, but it was in crayon. So
that is a subtle reference. Did anyone see any Zelda references?
I did.
Well,
not.
I think they're keeping that under wraps because of the live action film they're making.
Yeah, I think they want to stay away from Zelda now. For that reason.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, if and when,
I didn't know about that.
I'm gonna say when they do Samus, because eventually they're going to. Do you guys think it's going to be animated, or do you think it's going to be live action?
animated.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be animated because
live action pretty well if they do it right.
Universal, yeah, Universal's trying to get the rights to Metroid right now, so I think it'll be animated.
Okay.
I just think Nintendo's in a place where it's easy to do animation right, and use voice actors.
And the other thing is,
I think they're going to do
now
that.
that they're doing the live action Zelda, they might be using that to see how well it does, to see if they can actually hack it with live action.
To be fair, I didn't know they were making a live action Zelda. Sorry, I'm not a Zelda fan at all, so I didn't know about that. I assume that Nintendo's just going to keep making animated stuff. It's just easier to do.
TotalMK. So what's going on is Sony is handling Zelda, not Universal, and they're doing it live action, and the director is Wes Ball, who just did Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and The Maze Runner.
Go ahead, Jay. Tell them where
I've seen Maze Runner.
Go ahead, Jay. Tell them where it's being filmed.
Oh,
New Zealand.
It's being filmed in New Zealand. Yep. Same.
So it's closer to you than you think.
Yeah, and rumor has
extra.
it. So rumor has it that that Zelda's gonna be a trilogy, and they're filming it like they did Lord of the Rings. That they're gonna film all 3 movies back to back to back to back in New Zealand. And another interesting tidbit is the oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. Sorry. I get distracted.
We'll circle back. We'll circle the wagon.
Yeah, I
You're talking about the original trilogy. You're talking about the trilogy being filmed in New Zealand.
Yeah, and I remember now. So one of the leaks besides the Star Fox game is that we're getting a Zelda Ocarina of Time remake coming out in December, which I predicted. I predicted on Twitch with Joe because I think I think this is planned. I think they're going to release the Zelda Ocarina of Time remake on Christmas because I think the movie is going to heavily borrow from Ocarina of Time. I think they're using Ocarina of Time as a template. So I think Nintendo's they're smart. They're not stupid. So they're going to release this remake of Zelda Ocarina of Time before the Zelda movie comes out. So people are refreshed on Ocarina of Time before the movie comes out.
And you're riding that train.
I've got a funny story. So a friend of mine who's he's been on my stream before, Lee.
Yes.
He's a massive Zelda fan, right? Like humongous Zelda, right? Like huge. And we're talking about Wonder Boy, right? And I was telling him how Wonder Boy and Monsterland's my favorite. And he just glared at me. And I'm like, what? And he goes, oh, that game ripped off Zelda. I'm like, no, it didn't. He's like, yeah, there's like literally an ocarina in it. I'm like, no, there's not. He goes, yeah, he plays the ocarina. I'm like, no, he plays a flute. A normal flute. He goes, no, it's an ocarina. And then so I looked into it, and what happened was, in the original game, it is a flute, and that's the one I was playing, the Commodore 64 one. But when they put it on Nintendo as a homage to Zelda, they made it an ocarina.
There you go.
Didn't copy it. It was just because it was on the Nintendo platform. They made an ocarina as a reference to Zelda. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So now he's forgiven it. It's forgiven now.
The Galaxy movie. Bowser Jr. is the bad guy. He's kidnapping Rosalina because he wants to leech off of her cosmic force. He's turning his dad back over to the dark side again, so making Bowser a villain once again, which I kind of thought that was what was going to happen, that he was going to be reunited with his son. His son's going to be a bad influence on him, and I don't see how a grown man could let his kid influence him to do anything, but there we go. Also, did you guys catch this? Bowser is an artist, right? He's got the artistic skills. Bowser Jr. has that giant paintbrush that he uses, so he's inherited his art skills from his father's side of the family, obviously.
Now, was that from Paper Mario? The
Sunshine.
Paintbrush? Sunshine.
The Sunshine.
Okay.
Yep. There's stuff in
was doing
Paper
graffiti
Mario.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I can see why you thought it's Paper Mario though, because one of them is called Color Splash, and it has the whole paint.
Yeah. That's what threw me off.
The Wii U version. I've got it. I haven't played it.
And speaking of villains and everything, let's talk potential villains for future films and stuff. Because Charlie Day, who is Luigi, just pitched what I've been saying forever, that Danny DeVito should be Wario.
Wario, yeah, I agree.
I thought for sure Wario was going to be the post-credit scene, not Daisy. I was
So did
shocked.
So did I.
I was shocked because it's like, all right, well, now that we had Bowser,
Well, they gotta
Bowser
get more
Jr.,
girls
now
in the movie.
Well, if we're gonna have Daisy in the next movie, as the post-credit scene is heavily hinting at that it's Daisy, I think that means you've got to show her kingdom, Sarasaland. I think that means you got to show the danger to her kingdom, which is Tatanga.
Wario.
So that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, well, wait, but Tabmok, isn't it in Super Mario Land 1 and 2? I don't know about 3, but I never owned a Game Boy growing up. But in Super Mario Land 1 and 2, wasn't Wario or the antagonist in those games?
In Mario Land 2.
In Super Mario Land 1, Tatanga was the protagonist. I'm sorry, the antagonist.
Yep.
And he had a bonus. He was a boss level. He was like a sub boss somewhere in Super Mario Land 2. There was like a space level where Mario wears a spacesuit and you fight Tatanga again in that zone before. But obviously, Wario's the final boss, starting with 2.
Okay.
So it's in Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Yeah, it's Wario's castle at the end. Yeah, that you've got to unlock and you fight Wario at the end. I've got
So
both
that's
games.
what I want to see. I want to see Tatanga. I want to see Sarasaland. I want to see Daisy having to fight against Tatanga. I think that would be dope. At least part of a subplot, if not the main plot for the next movie.
I think every time they do a movie, they're going to want to have a female character. And it's just because they want to get the girls in the cinema as much as the boys.
Yeah, so
That's
this
all it
movie
is.
they had Rosalina, next one will be Daisy, and then, like I said, there's going to be another character, like I said, there was Star Fox, maybe Kirby will be next, who knows.
And in the fourth movie, they can bring Toadette.
Well, what I'm just saying for those watching, I'm not a dad, but for anyone who's watching here who is a dad, my friends are all dads, and their children, their daughters, all go through the princess phase. Like it's like it's buried into little girls. Yeah. They love the princess. When my best friend's daughter's going, princess this, princess that, I'm like, but what about the prince? Like, I'm teasing her, right? Well, the prince is better, like, she's going, no, so like that, they just know that, right? By having Princess Peach, Princess Rosalina, Daisy's a princess, right? I think she's a princess, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Princess Daisy, yeah.
So by having all those female characters in there, they keep the audience 50-50, I would say.
I've said this a lot over the years that Nintendo is the Disney of Japan. Just is.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, because they were promoting all the actors were at Super Nintendo World in Japan promoting the movie.
I saw all that. It was all over my feed because I follow a lot of Japanese stuff too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, everyone's there. Even Justine was there. They had like 20 content creators that were flown out, and Justine was one of them. And
I'll mention this. I can't remember what the number is, but there's a new project out there that's for Universal that they're building on to Epic Universe, and everybody's thinking that it's going to be Zelda related.
No, it's Pokemon related.
Has it been revealed yet? Because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it has.
Okay.
Pokemon is taking.
There was a project floating around out there because they showed the project number, and the project number matches the old number that they had for the original canceled Zelda project. So that's why they think it was Zelda related. So we'll see.
All I'll say is Pokemon is taking over, like, seriously.
I know. I see that.
You go to Japan, and even here, Pokemon's everywhere here. It's America. The cards go crazy, mate. You make a comment on Twitter, well, it's not their fault. That's not
it hasn't been this big since the 90s. So
I mean, we got Detective Pikachu. I mean, they could cross,
That was good.
They could cross it over.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Detective Pikachu. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think it's definitely going to be Pokemon soon. That'll be something.
All right, guys. So, what are our final thoughts here on this film? How much do we want to rate it? Or is there any other parts of the film that we should discuss? Did we miss anything?
No. The only thing I wanted to point out, and I thought it was funny, is that the version of Star Fox that we got in this movie is not the Star Fox with the amputated legs.
Yeah.
Well, you got to wake up on me for pointing that out.
There you go.
Yeah. I think we covered everything. This is usually Joe's job. There's anything in the movie that
I don't think there's anything we didn't cover. I mean, there might be little tiny things, but I think for the most part, the main stuff in the movie I think has been covered now.
All right,
I hope we find out who is Peach and Rosalina's parents. Maybe that's something they can get into in the next movie, because it would be interesting to know where were the parents in all this. Like, the sisters were just hanging out, and she's like Rosalina set Peach free for her safety. It's like, yeah, okay, maybe that was what your decision was, but where is your mom and dad in all this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I
are
just
they
want to
really
say,
just made from Stardust and they have no parents? Is that where they're going with this?
I just want to say as a side note, I want a Paper Mario movie.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that'd be
do
cool.
you guys know the story of Paper Mario? It's like amazing.
Oh yeah.
So they go to Rogueport.
I have the games. I
you
have
want to
them on
play the
Switch.
GameCube one? Yeah, play that one. The 1,000-Year Door is like it's in my top 10 video games of all time. So they go to a place called Rogueport. So it's all criminals and like scumbags and stuff, you know, like, and so it's all like the seedy part of the Mushroom Kingdom. Do you know what I mean?
A
It's
hive
like
of wretched scum and villainy.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably is a Star Wars reference, you know. And yeah, there's a part where you can like go behind a building and you go into like a hut, and there's a chalk outline on the ground. And I think they said that was too much, and that got removed in America. Like someone got murdered there. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, anyway, it's just such a fun game. Like, and you go there with Peach Kids.
Let me
it's really tough.
Let me speak this into existence. A medical drama animated, starring Dr. Mario.
I think Dr. Mario singing.
Don't forget Nurse Peach.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Joe, get that question from Over the Hill Gaming real quick.
Yes, he says, are any of you going to be going to the Midwest Gaming Classic this month in Milwaukee?
I wish I could, but no, I won't be there.
I was there in previous years, but I don't think I can make it this year.
Isn't that the one that Ed Boon was at with Dr. Bias?
No,
yeah,
that was
name
Cleveland.
Forever burned into my.
That
was
was
forever burned into my mind because I really wanted to go to that, and I just couldn't raise the money for it.
TotalMK. That was Cleveland Gaming Classic, but the Midwest Gaming Classic's the same. It's the same people who run it.
Right, different area, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Different region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think another guy I follow goes to that one, Ben Heck, Electronics Show.
Oh yeah, I know him. I follow him
he's
too.
awesome. Yeah, he's excellent. He replies to me a lot because I'm always building stuff, as you know.
Of course.
All right, I guess we can do our closing, our final ratings and closing thoughts. So we'll start with Tabmok99. So, give this movie a rating 1 through 10. Your closing thoughts and promote whatever you want to promote, my friend.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to give the movie a very high score. I know we were talking about the Sonic movies before. I think the Mario movies are better than the Sonic movies. I think this movie is maybe not quite as good as the first one, but it's right up there. There's really nothing wrong with it. I love the wart scene. Like I said, the movie definitely leaves you wanting more. Jay said something earlier about how he thought there was a lot going on with this movie, that it almost got hard to follow at times. I disagree. I thought the movie was very simple, easy to follow. I don't think they overloaded it with so much stuff like I've seen a lot of movies do, Zack Snyder. And I just think that this movie was excellent. I'm going to give it a 9.5. What I want to promote is my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tabmok99. I'm always talking about Mortal Kombat on my channel, so if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, definitely go and check that out. My most recent project that I'm talking about is the comic that I am halfway behind. I'm the half of the man behind these comics, the other half being Draxon, aka Tom Romanato. So check out my latest video on YouTube. You can read the comic right there on the whole thing. It's just posted there for free, so check it out. And if you want a physical copy, of course, I'll try and find a way to make that happen for anyone who really, really wants one. Jay, you've got one. Joe, you'll be getting one. Luke, yours is there, just waiting for you to pick it up, which you'll do later today. And those are my thoughts on Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. I also thought the merch was over the top. You had merch at the movie theater, a lot of that. You had the Happy Meals at McDonald's. So we got exposed to a lot of this stuff. The blind boxes drove me crazy, but otherwise the hype they built was real. And of course, Jay, like I said before, your Super Mario Galaxy Cup with Bowser and Bowser Jr. will be coming soon.
Thank you very much for that. All right, TotalMK. Go ahead, give your thoughts, your closing thoughts, movie 1 through 10, and promote whatever you want to promote, my friend.
Okay, so the rating's 7 out of 10. I agree with you. I like the first movie more. I think the reason for that is that it's going to be a bit contrary to what Tabmok said. I think there were more characters in this movie, and so it made the movie like hit the ground running and never stop, right? And so it didn't give the movie time to breathe a bit. And so when you have a lot of characters, they need their screen time. They added more characters in this one than the first one, so you do start to feel that, right? But that doesn't necessarily make it bad. It just makes it hectic. Do you know what I mean? Just like it's just constantly, point A to point B. So yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 10. I like it as much as the Sonic movies. The Sonic movies is just as good for me. I just wish Sonic movies need to get on board with that musical stuff. Seriously.
Yeah, very well said. And I'm sorry. And where can everybody find you again?
Oh yeah, youtube.com/TotalMK. I also talk about Mortal Kombat all the time. It's a thing.
Yes. You're the OG. Yeah, no. This guy is the OG. He was the first. He was like one of the very first Mortal Kombat fan sites, along with Mortal Kombat Online. But you were like one of the first fan sites, and you were one of the first Mortal Kombat YouTubers, man. Like you were one of the first guys I followed on both ends on the fan sites as well as on YouTube, man. I've been following you for.
I think I was the first reviewer.
Years.
Yeah, I think I was the first reviewer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know about people casually talking about it, but I think I was the first dedicated Mortal Kombat reviewer. Say that.
Yes. And then,
I know. Coming 20-year anniversary in June. I tuned 20 years old on YouTube. 20 years making videos.
That's amazing. And then thanks to
Tabmok's about to. He's about to take me over. He's only been on YouTube like 2 years.
Well, TotalMK, thanks to you, I discovered Call Me Dogu, Mortal Kombat Online. Back in the day, it was the TRMK. I don't even think he's around anymore.
Dave's MK Informer.
Yeah, and then Tabmok99.
So many.
You were my gateway drug to all these Mortal Kombat OG content people. So it all started with you. So I'm really grateful for that. And the fact that I got you on my channel is it's such a it's such a big moment for me. It's like
That's fun. I also like being on with Tabmok because me and Tabmok can talk forever about Mortal Kombat.
That's right.
All right, Joe,
really?
Go ahead.
You should see us in person.
Joe was not in the NerdCage Live Super Mario rapid review, so go ahead, Joe. The floor is yours. Give your thoughts on the movie 1 through 10, and of course promote our upcoming streams. So go ahead, Joe. Floor is yours, buddy.
So, dude, as far as the scoring goes, I think I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I did love this movie. I loved the first one slightly more, but mostly just because I think it was more impactful that we see the introduction to Mario and Luigi and everything. So it had a little bit more impact than the first one, but this one took it to a whole different level, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I mean, I took the kids to go, and that's where you really need your reviews, is from the kids, because that's who this movie was made for. And the fact that they loved it, I think we got a hit on our hands. I mean, what did they make? $327 million already in the first opening weekend? So they're doing pretty well.
It's a $1 billion movie. So
exactly.
It'll do $1 billion.
All right, Joe. Friday, our game is at Shenmue.
Or Shenmue 2, where we go and we're looking for Lan Di again.
Yes, and I'm having a blast with this game. This is my first time playing since I first played it 24 years ago, so it's been a goddamn blast. And then Joe, Saturday on Twitch, Max Payne.
Yes, nostalgia for me. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. We'll be continuing that on Saturday.
Yes.
Max Payne
I'm laughing at the title.
I know.
And I'm going to say this right here, right now. Joe, okay, so Joe, as soon as we finish Max Payne 2 this weekend, I'm assuming we're going to finish it. The next playthrough, I mean, besides Shenmue, we're still going to play Shenmue, but the next playthrough after Max Payne 2, guys, we're going to go back, and I haven't done this in 20 years. We're going to go back, we're gonna play Mortal Kombat Armageddon Conquest Mode. 2 reasons. One, 20th anniversary is in October, but we're gonna do it now. 20th anniversary Mortal Kombat Armageddon, and we're gonna play it leading up to the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. And yes, we will do a spoiler discussion. Hopefully we can have these guys back and maybe a couple more Mortal Kombat content makers to join us. So we're gonna plan that. But yes, we're gonna play Mortal Kombat Armageddon, the road to Mortal Kombat 2. I haven't played Armageddon story mode, conquest mode in 20 years. I'm excited to replay it. Taven and Dagon. I can't wait. I haven't played it in so long. So, and Joe, if I recall, he's never played Mortal Kombat Armageddon. So,
not the conquest mode, at least. I've tried to play some of the just regular matches and stuff, and
you're in for an amazing
mechanics
ride.
I won't go into that I didn't enjoy, but the conquest mode was always heavily regarded, so I got to play that.
So actually, while on that topic, so guys, real quick, TotalMK and Tabmok, give you just your general thoughts on Mortal Kombat Armageddon, in particular the conquest mode.
So
I didn't play Armageddon.
I was gonna say the first.
Oh, you go first.
Sorry, I was just gonna say the first time I met Tabmok was at E3. That was for Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That was the first time I met him face to face. Yeah, and we were there. Mortal Kombat Online was there. I was there. Dave's MK was there. TRMK were there. And, we all got, as fans, we got hands on Mortal Kombat Armageddon. That's why I started YouTube. Firstly, was just a place to put the videos because it was hard to do video storage back then. Then I did the reviews later. But, that's the first time I met Ed Boon and I got to speak to the guys, and that's like, they're all humans too. Do you know what I mean? But like, you just don't know. When you beat that game a million times and you see the name every time, Ed Boon, and then you can just talk to him. Yeah, it's not like that anymore because there you go there and they keep him like out the back, like locked up, like sort of like the Dragon King's Doomsday device. You know what I mean? you need to be let in now, you know what I mean? But like at E3, I just walked up to him. He's just standing there. You remember this, Tablock. He's just standing in front of the kiosk. He's just there. And you can just go up and talk to him. And then it was Tony Goski. And then it was Steve Barad. And then it was, Brian Lieberon. Brian LeBaron, sorry. And then, all these guys, you could just talk to them. And, we got hands-on with the game. We could film it, like, straight up close. You can't do any of this stuff anymore. It's crazy how it's changed. But, Armageddon was such a bombastic sort of, like... announcement of that title where they wanted to put every character in. Do you know what I mean? It was very, very like ambitious, I'll say. And they had to take some, they had to cut around some things like Motaro had to be two-legged and, all sorts of things that people love and hate. But generally coming off the back of Deception, which is arguably the best game of the 3D era, that or Shaolin Monks.
I agree.
It's just, I can't pick which one's better. They're both different games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Armageddon's probably not as good as Deception, not as polished, because Deception has a dedicated roster, and Armageddon was just like, we got to put more characters in. We got to put Nitara. We got to put Amano in. And don't forget who's Suhao. We got to put him in. Do you know what I mean? Characters. Well, Suhao. Nobody cares about Suhao.
And right? If I recall, one weapon, one fighting style for every character, and no fatalities, just creative fatality.
Exactly, because they did creative fatality. It was a good idea. It was a good idea, and because they had the creative fighter, they had to have the creative fatality. So the two modes like work with each other, but as separate, you sort of want that dedicated character fatality. It gives the character personality, right? When they're all doing the same thing, when everybody's got the spine rip, it's like, bro, what's going on? All right, I get it. It doesn't really work. But as a game overall, I had so much fun with Armageddon. The Conquest mode is probably the best part. It's really fun. Yeah, I really like the stuff with Taven and Dagon, the two brothers, the Temple of Argus, like Blaze at the top. That whole story is awesome. Do you know what I mean? And so yeah, it was a fantastic time. It was a great game. That's a part in my life that's like so up there with anything I've done in Mortal Kombat. Just getting to meet the team for the first time and being thanked by Midway. Like that was the first time I met them, and they like dropped this big thank you gift on me, and and meeting MK Online, and that was like that would open so many doors like going forward. Do you know what I mean? with talking about MK and stuff. And, you know, I've always had that passion, but it just allowed you to reach a bigger audience. And they appreciated that. They saw that. They know I'm genuine. No matter what I say, they know. You know, so I appreciate that every day.
Yes. Tabmok99, your general thoughts on MK Armageddon as we get ready to play it in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so for MK Armageddon, I do share Luke's memories, and we went to E3, and it's like, yeah, I look at that time in the same way. It was a lot of fun to do those events and talk to the developers and everything like that. When it comes to the final game, Armageddon was in many ways a step down from Deception. And that's sad because I think Midway was just overworking the staff and trying to have them do too much, and also giving them an unrealistic deadline because they wanted one Mortal Kombat game per year, and there's not enough time to get everything right. So they cheaped out on the bios, the character bios. They just didn't have any in the game. There were actually a few of them. Yeah. I think 10 or 11 of them were released online, and the rest of them, they just never did it. And it's like, oh, guys, come on. And I get it. The story was a low priority for them, but it shouldn't have been because there's a lot of fans who just love the lore and they eat those details up. And all the bios that they did release online were amazing. So we would have loved to have seen a lot more with that. When it comes to the actual combat, the actual fighting engine, it's a little too bouncy for me. There's too much air combat. There's too much wake-up games. Your characters can just immediately lay down on the ground and then get all the way back up again. And I didn't like the mechanics of it. I thought Deceptions was a little bit more polished. So the fun parts of Armageddon are not so much the fighting game mode like it should be, because that's the main thing that Mortal Kombat is a fighting game. Instead, people like to create a character. They love to build their own character, or really, if we're being honest, adapt characters from other works of fiction and put them in Mortal Kombat Armageddon and make, I don't know, the Hulk, or make Mario, or make whatever you want. And that's where the real fun was. And Motor Combat. Everybody loved frickin' Motor Combat. That was actually a really polished game, and they had unique tracks, and it was fun to race around like Bo Rai Cho's Brewery and stuff like that. And the final game mode that everybody loved was Conquest Mode. Let's face it, Deception's Conquest Mode was awesome. Armageddon's Conquest Mode is also awesome in a different way. You can replay it from the beginning. Unlike in Deception, once you play through and you get to the end, you're stuck as Old Man Shujinko. There is no going back to the village and starting over. In Armageddon's Conquest, you get to see characters that really didn't shine that much in the Conquest. You get to see Sector take on more of a role. You get to see Shinnok take on more of a role.
We should also point out to Joe as well, the Conquest Mode, Joe, is actually the prelude to the final battle on the Pyramid of Argus in the intro.
Yeah, that I know about. Yeah. It all ties together, and there's really fun stuff in there. Like, you actually have a combat system inside the Conquest Mode that's different. You know what I mean? Like, you can actually punch and kick your opponents and destroy them in the middle of Conquest Mode without leaving to go to the Fighting Mode, although there's places where you leave and go to the Fighting Mode too. And just the fact that they worked out stuff like that, like, Joe, you haven't seen this, so I'm going to spoil it a little bit for you. There's a scene in Conquest Mode where, as Taven, you fight against a giant Shao Kahn statue. Stuff like this is freaking iconic, and I love it. You guys are going to have a going through Armageddon's Conquest Mode.
Tabmok, if I recall right, it shoots an eye laser. You got to run from the eye laser, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
and anyway,
man, it's hard.
Also,
it's hard.
And also, Shujinko makes a cameo appearance in that mode. Like, Taben and Shujinko get to interact briefly, and there's just so much fun in there.
I will add one thing. Sorry, Tabmok would say the bios, they didn't do the bios and everything. One good thing did come from that. That's when Midway gave me all those portraits of all the characters with the backgrounds. If I didn't get that, I can see them in your background, Joe, on that tower. They came from TotalMK. They came from nowhere else. Because for months, I was asking for Midway for them, and they kept telling me no. And then I found a way to spin it. When the bio thing became a big thing, they said, you can make your own bios.
Oh, by the way, this is the version.
I need the portraits.
This is the version I have.
I said, I need the portraits, and then they gave them to me.
I have the PlayStation 2 Steelbook with Shao Kahn and Sindel. This is the version I got. I wanted the Goro cage. I couldn't find. These were hard to find. They had 4 different ones. They had Goro cage. They had Melina and Katana, I think. They had
and then Sonya Kano.
Sonya Kano, yeah, there was a bunch
Sonya
of
Kano,
These
the
were
Dragon
hard to find.
cover, that one, and the Goro cage cover.
Yeah, I wanted the Goro cage one, but this is the one I settled for. But I love it, though.
So the Goro cage one, Midway literally told me that GameSpot bought every single copy that was made.
Huh. Oh, so that was a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah, so when they sent me the box, and they said, we've sent you every cover of Mortal Kombat, they said, except the Goro cage one. And the only reason we didn't send you that is because GameSpot bought them all. Like, every single copy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
but it was all right for me. I had that one on pre-order.
Another part, one more thing, and I'll get my movie thoughts and wrap up. But one more thing about Armageddon. I think I'm sorry because I'm spoiling it for Joe, but still, my favorite part in that Conquest one. Again, I haven't played in 20 years, but I remember there's one scene. I think you're in the Nether Realm, and all the bad guys, Shao Kahn, Quan Chi, Shang Tsung, Shinnok, Kintaro, Goro, like all of them are there, and they're conversing. They're talking about the final battle of Argus, which is about to happen, and they're saying, well, what are we gonna do? And betrayal is inevitable. What are we gonna do when Raiden's like? There's a scene where all the bad guys are conversing, and they're like, betrayal is gonna happen, but how do we stop Raiden? How do we stop? So, like, that was the best part.
Like Quan Chi said, we're all treacherous by nature.
Do you know what that location's called? It's one of my favorite arenas.
Oh yeah.
Was it the Hell background?
Where they have that meeting in front of the map, in front of the table where they're planning everything, and they're having that discussion.
It's been 20 years, so remind me.
Shao Kahn's war room.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Makes
so, yeah,
sense.
Where all these quests are
but that was the
played.
only time. But that was like the only time in Mortal Kombat history where we see Shinnok, Shang Tsung, like all of them conversing with each other. It was the only time in
you're
Mortal Kombat history.
misremembering it. You're misremembering it. It's not as big as all that. You're gonna see 4 bad guys. You're gonna see Shang Tsung, Quan Chi, Shao Kahn, Onaga. Just those 4.
Yeah.
But they form what's called the Dark Alliance. So it's like an extension of the Deadly Alliance. So they're the Dark Alliance, and they say, look, we're all treacherous by nature. We're all gonna turn on each other once this is all said and done. We can all see it coming. Let's just put it out in the open. But in the meantime, we have to stick together at least long enough to defeat Raiden's forces of light. Because if Raiden wins, we're all done.
Yeah, it was probably the single best part of that. The story mode wise, that was the single best part of that game.
Yeah, I love that scene too.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait. I'm like I said, I haven't played Armageddon in 20 years. Joe hasn't played the story mode before, and like I said, we're gonna lead up to the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, which will be our next spoiler discussion, right after the movie comes out. So yeah, so I guess I'll wrap things up here. So if you did not see my rapid review of Mario Galaxy, I give it 6.5 out of 10. Again, not because I think it's bad. I still like it. It's still good. I'm still gonna buy it. I just like the first one more, and I think what hindered the movie most for me is what they did with Bowser. Is what hindered it most for me. It bothered me to no end, but what made the movie great for me was the Star Fox appearance and Glenn Powell. He owned it. He was amazing. I can't wait for more. I hope we get more. And of course, and I'm sorry, TotalMK, I absolutely loved the King Wart Mario 2 battle scene. I loved it. That was a huge nostalgic hit, and those are the 2 that made the movie great for me. But I can't oversee the Bowser being a pussy like Kylo Ren. I can't look past that.
Hey, look at it this way. Bowser turned good and allied with Mario during the events of Mario RPG. You just played through the game.
That's different.
Think of it as a reference to that.
But that was years of Mario and Bowser fighting. This was the second movie. Like, it was too early for Bowser and Mario to be friends. Like,
well, a lot of things happened out of order in this movie, but you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah. But that being said, it's a great movie. Will I see it again? Oh yeah. By the way, if you get the chance to see it in IMAX, do it. I don't know if I'm going to see the movie because I'm going to see Project Hail Mary this week, so I haven't seen that yet. I might see Mario one more time if I get the chance, but yeah, this is great. It's going to do $1 billion. I think this, Spider-Man, and Doomsday are all going to do $1 billion. It was a blast in the theater. It was a huge nostalgic trip, and yeah, I love the direction of where the Mario movies are going. I hope we get spin-offs, man. At this point, man, I just want spin-offs of all these characters. Luigi's Mansion, Donkey Kong Country, Star Fox. Hell, I'd even be okay with a Peach spin-off.
Shameless plug right here. We did a prediction of what the movie was going to make in our food reviews of these Mario Galaxy cereals. So when it finally has its final numbers, go back and watch that, see how close we were.
1.4 billion's my prediction.
I got a question for you. What do you think about, like, this is a little bit political, but what do you think about the, like, low scoring that's going on with, like, some of, like, the big reviewers?
I expected it. Like, they did the same thing in the first movie. Grace Randolph and all these other people. Yeah, like, they're it's more, like,
I'm talking more of the Times. They gave it a 0 out of 10, bro. The Times. I think how could you rate a movie a 0 like that? Like, even if you hated the whole thing, you'd be like at least a 1 out of 10 because, like, the kids will love it, right?
Although I don't listen to critical reviews. I wait for the popcorn reviews. I wait
the
for
audience.
The people.
Yeah, I was gonna say the audience score has been through the roof.
Well, we're the reviewers now because there's, like, I don't know, there's something going on with that.
Yeah.
There's some reason for them doing that, right?
Yeah, but I also tell people don't lean heavily into our reviews either. Go see it for yourself, you know?
TotalMK, I think I know what you're getting at. You're saying the reviewers will give movies bad reviews unless the movie studios hook them up with some kind of freebies, and then they give them all great reviews. And that's what it's all about.
I mean, it could be that, or it could be that they don't think there's enough of certain content in the movie, so they lowball it if it doesn't have certain things that they think. I'm being very carefully.
Another thing too is Hollywood doesn't like Chris Pratt because.
There's that. There's that as well.
There's a lot of blacklisting going on.
That's what I mean. Like, and then they give the movie a crap score. Like, and I thought they had a review bombing.
But on the flip
review
side,
bombing
though,
it out in the open.
But on the flip side, though, like Jack Black, Brie Larson are clearly leftist Hollywood. Like, that's why I'm like,
100%. I know what Jack Black said here.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, and to everybody's credit, including Brie Larson, she's been playing ball. She hasn't been, spouting her obnoxious. Everybody's been playing ball. Like, everybody's like, they're promoting the movie, promoting their characters, talking about Nintendo. I gotta give.
They've started to realize it's entertainment at the end of the day.
This is what I've been privately having this discussion on Facebook. Look, I said I don't care where you are politically. I don't care. But if you constantly say, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, and every time I meet Tabmok and I say the same thing, and it's just all the time. It's like, bro, like, why am I hanging around with this person? He says the same thing constantly, right? It's just cringy. And this is what happens with Hollywood. When De Niro is saying the same thing, and these celebs are saying the same thing all the time, over and over and over and over again, people just get sick of it. Right? Yeah. We care about the movie you're in. We know you're established for your acting and your voice acting or whatever. And I think Bree's realised that. I think she's pulled back on, like, you know, saying things and just focusing on making the film. Like, she's not a bad person. You know what I mean? She's never been a bad person. I just didn't really like being lectured about, certain things. So, power to her. I think she's... she's fine.
I'm probably like people are gonna have Brie Larson, so I give her credit.
I think people are gonna have their opinions, and a celebrity's opinion shouldn't sway you. People aren't so that a celebrity is gonna convince me. Oh, now I see the light because I like Tom Cruise in this movie, and Tom Cruise said this about psychology. Now I don't like psychology. Like, no.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that the social media has now made it. You can say, oh, but he's like that, and you can get that message out to, like, millions of people. And they're like, you should hate him too.
The bottom line is there's a time and place where these celebs can do their dumb lectures and their dumb Oscar speeches and shit. But when it comes to promoting a Mario movie, there's no place for that.
That's right.
And at least these people, Brie Larson, Jack Black, Chris Pratt, Charlie, etc., at least they're out promoting the movie. They're not doing any political speeches while they're promoting this movie. They're just promoting the movie, not themselves, and I appreciate that.
Joe, did we get your final number for the movie?
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Okay, so you're 8 out of 10. I was 9.5 out of 10. Total MK, what were you?
7.
7.
And I gave it an extra half point because of the Paper Mario character being in the movie.
That's a good reason. And Jay, you were in the 6s, right?
6.5.
Okay. So what do we average it all out? What do we get?
So it looks like the average is about what? 8.5? Sounds like.
How do you work out average?
I don't have a calculator. I don't have a calculator, but yeah.
You gotta add everything together and divide.
Okay, 6.5.
Let the viewers do.
Okay, 6.5. Well, 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 plus, you said 9.5, so 15 plus 9. 24.5, and then my 6.5. So 31 divided by 4 is just a shade under 8. There we go.
Wait a minute. 16 plus 9.5 is 25.5.
No.
Well, hold on. Total MK 7, Joe's 8, that's 15. Plus my 6.5 was 21.5. Plus your 9.5, that's 31.
Okay.
So 31 divided by 4 is just a hair under 8.
7.75.
7.75. So we average out to 7.75, and if you want to be, and if some people want to be paying, you can round that up to 8. So 7.758 is the average from the 4 of us.
I win.
There we go. There we go. We did it.
So right between Total MK and Joe, basically. It's
yeah.
Like, right. It's like the medium, but bottom line is we all liked it.
Because you and I, Jay, we were the outliers.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want a real score, ask a kid.
You want a real score? Don't go to. No, I went to that. Us reviewers gave it the proper score. Let's just say that.
Yeah. I think we all, as middle-aged men who are playing Nintendo and gamers, I think we all gave it a fair review.
Fair shake, yeah.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
But yeah, listen, ladies and gentlemen of NerdCage Nation, I promise you, hopefully we'll have the 4 of us back for the Mortal Kombat 2 spoiler discussion with additional Mortal Kombat content makers, and we'll probably have to plan for like 4 hours. That's gonna be a long discussion. That's gonna be a long discussion.
I'll need 3 hours for that.
That's gonna be at least 2 hour stream. It's gonna be like a 3-hour stream, maybe a 4 hour.
And hopefully I don't have another 3 a.m. moment like I did with the first movie with Jay, and he doesn't walk out of the theaters.
Joe, go ahead. Go ahead, Joe. Tell that story.
When he saw Goro get freaking impaled and die, he fucking lost it at 3 a.m. I think everybody in the neighborhood was awake.
Oh boy.
Oh, it wasn't just that, and then the ending, Joe, at the end of the movie.
Yes, that too. So
I was like, "There's no tournament. There's no tournament." And it's like 3.
There's no tournament. No, I was rewatching it the other night in bed. In bed, I chuck some Netflix thing on. I randomly.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch it too. I'm like the week of the movie. I'm gonna rewatch the first one.
Well, I rewatched it the week before it was supposed to come out, and it got delayed. I was really pissed off. It's still sitting over there next to the TV. It's got dust on it now. I got my 4K out. I bought it. I watched it. Went, cool. It's fresh in my head. Then it got delayed, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And it got delayed a long time too. You know. Anyway, so I was just flicking through it the other night in bed, but yeah, no, it's not as bad as some people say. It's just that there's certain things need to be cut out of it. I would have cut Rico out of it.
I would have cut Cole Young out.
Who wouldn't?
I would have changed Cole Young. I would have changed Cole Young to someone else. Put it that way. I wouldn't have cut him out.
Well,
he's really good. Louis Tan's a really good martial artist. So.
Well, Jay, Joe, I want to just say thank you for having me on to review the Mario movie. I thought this was a fantastic time. I really enjoyed discussing it and breaking it down with all you guys. I hope you guys in the chat liked following along with us. Total MK, it's always good to see you again and be on this stream here with you. So this was a fantastic stream, guys, and awesome.
Yes,
we're gonna stream more somehow.
Please subscribe to these guys, because not only that they're really talented content makers that put out great content, great live streams, very knowledgeable about Mortal Kombat and gaming. They're also great friends of mine, and I'm the luckiest nerd on the planet to have them right here on NerdCage Live. And again, we'll have these guys back real soon because we're a month away from Mortal Kombat. And yeah, this is great. So we please ask you to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, keep playing Mario games, all that good stuff. Good night, God bless, and as always, have the best day of your life.
Good night.
And stick around for awesome Twitch promo, guys. And yes, get a Yoshi popcorn bucket. All right. Good night, everybody.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe.
Okay.
Shoot it!
All right.
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom! Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful.
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster. Oh no, Joe. The galaxy's doomed because of you.
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live. Ooh, trying to get out of the NerdCage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!